So you want to improve your balance. Where we want to improve balance is at this moment in gait, whenever one leg is starting to swing forward and the other leg has to be a standing leg. That's what we're mostly after. Now, if you're going to walk tight ropes, or you're going to be doing parkour or other high performance sports, definitely you need to be doing some very interesting balance challenges. But for the majority of people, it starts with some things that are very simple. So balance improvement number 1, go barefoot. Listen, if you don't ever go barefoot, if you always have on really high, tight shoes, your ankles do not get all, the feet do not get all the wiggle and jiggle and balance recovery that you need coming from the ground up. All those 26 bones in each of those feet, they need to be stimulated. The muscles need to be stimulated. Go barefoot frequently. Can't go barefoot, or maybe you don't want to go without socks, wear toe socks. I know they seem goofy, but the good news is you don't have to go out in really 5-toed shoes if you don't want to, which you probably are familiar with by now. But wearing toe socks makes a big difference for lots of people. And going along with that, wearing a wide toe box shoe so that your toes really have room to spread out. So those are some simple things that you can begin to do. Okay, well next, what could you do? Well, you could practice walking a line. So you have an imaginary line and you start to walk that line as if you can put one foot in front of the other. It really doesn't matter whether or not you are able to actually cross over, but as you practice that going forward and backwards, you will in fact get better. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4, practice walking an imaginary line that is a 2x4, okay? So you actually say to yourself, I have a 2x4 on the ground. There's a 2x4 there. Really call it forward in your imagination. And when you think that you have a 2x4 there, you will really feel differently. If you've got a 2x4, by all means, think about pulling it out. If you don't, use your imagination. When you become safe enough to walk an imaginary 2x4, then you can walk an imaginary 2x4, tip number 5, with your eyes closed. Woo! Yeah, now we're getting into something interesting, aren't we? So walking in an imaginary line or walking in an imaginary 2x4 with your eyes closed, forward and back, okay? So those little moments like that, a balance challenge, they're golden. Don't be embarrassed by them. You don't want to fall, but you do need to challenge your balance. Okay, let's see, are we up to number 6? I think we're up to number 6. Actually, a little nice practice is to learn to weight shift off of onto one foot. You pick up the other foot, you land on the foot so that your knee is bent, and then you press up through it. Okay? So it goes like this. Now, why is this important? It's important because if I get pushed, instead of trying to grab for myself that way, if I get pushed, I want to be really good at setting my foot down. So this is straight out of Ruthie Alon's movement intelligence work, Bones for Life. Got to give her credit. She's got some great stuff. So practice just getting that weight up. Getting that weight up, the foot stomping. Okay? But I like actually, you know, I'm starting to play now with getting straighter at my stomp, but I actually like playing with falling, pretending I'm really falling over. Really falling over. And then really want to be sure I don't come down on a straight leg, to land on a bent leg and push up from there. If I wanted to make it even a little more challenging, I could actually get myself next to a wall and actually start to let myself fall all the way into the wall. Whoa! Okay? Let myself fall over into the wall. Get that foot back down. Okay? I think you'll like it. So that's tip number, well, that's 6. Tip number 7, I'm going to actually say get up and down from the floor How many different ways can you find to get up and down from the floor? So many of us are just married to going down on one knee, coming up on the other knee, but you really want to have more than one way to come up and down through the floor. One that is kind of nice from, again, Ruthie Alon's work is a spiral to sit and a spiral to stand. And this is get you ready in the event that you would fall to get used to folding and rolling, spiraling up and down, kind of a nice little collapse instead of bracing. And I don't know, we might have one more that we could do, and that would involve someone actually pushing me. And let's see if I could learn to recover my equilibrium that way. So we'll wait for that one for another time, because I'll have to find someone who is willing to push me. And of course, it'll be very difficult to find someone who will push me around, but I'll try. So I have many more ways that I can help you with balance. If you need help with balance, please sign up for a free consultation with me. I'll help you get organized into Skype sessions with me, private sessions, or classes, or some kind of combination thereof. So don't continue to feel like you could fall at any moment and really hurt yourself. Let's see if we can turn that situation around. I believe we can very quickly.